Today we talk about shit. Today we're throwing it back to 2009 and looking at Venetica, a third-person hack-and-slash RPG by Deck 13 Interactive. One of the studios also behind Lords of the Fallen. Haven't heard of it? That's no real surprise. The game received average reviews at best, and based on the price cuts shortly after release, I can't imagine it sold well. Having a female-only protagonist also didn't help matters, which I find that to be absurd, but that's the way things went, at least back in 2009. Even the PC version now has no kind of key code or activation, and that's basically the developer going, "Yup, it's a game," and just throwing it out there. I feel it's one of the few hidden gems out there that hasn't received much coverage. And that's a shame. It's a great title that can be bought for very little cash. First off, the story is pretty basic. You play Scarlet, she's the only one in a small village without any family aside from a half-brother, and assassins come and try to take her out. During the fight, her lover gets killed, and so she now wants to exact revenge by killing the assassins and hunting them down. Well, the only way to do that apparently is by using something called a Moonblade. Scarlet, of course, is the only one that can not only locate it, but also use it, making her the hero by default. So you start the game off in that small village, but soon you're going to move to the main area of the game, which is Venice. And by the time you reach Venice, you will have faced the first boss. All that's left now is to take down the remaining 4, and while doing a few quests as well. All in all, the makings of your standard game. Only seldom does the game kind of fall off the rails where you're left wondering what to do. Thankfully, many of the NPCs are very direct with their help, and will point you in the right direction soon enough. It's a shame the voice acting is only passable at best though. Venetica is not without its problems, of course. The most glaring issue is the map. Like many modern games with an open world, or semi-open in this case, your quests are marked on the map so you know where to go. Easy enough, right? Well, the problem is that the markings can be way off, occasionally making it difficult to figure out what to do. Additionally, some quests just don't show up on the map. The most annoying issue was when the marker was placed squarely in the middle of the ocean, far, far away from the house I was supposed to go to. Another issue is what they call the dynamic skill bar. It's just too fiddly to work right. The other issue is that the icons on the bar just flat out disappear sometimes. The shortcut still works, but the icon is gone. In a battle, when you're looking for a certain skill or weapon, it can be very frustrating when you can't find it. Because of this, I turn off the dynamic part, which leaves you with just 5 choices. The icons still disappear, but there's fewer shortcuts to remember. Venetica certainly has its technical issues, interesting voice work, and slightly dated graphics. But it all comes together with a certain charm that's undeniable. The combat in Venetica is very satisfying on a basic level and is engaging enough to keep you playing. The story moves along with a decent pace and the side quests are fun enough. As cheap as the game is now, I encourage anyone that enjoys a third-person hack-and-slash RPG to grab a copy. Amazon's going to be your best source for a new copy, but you may be able to get lucky and find a copy at a GameStop. It's relatively short, so it'd be a great weekend adventure. I guess sometimes it is good to look back in the past.